Sarcy. Welcome back to my channel. Walang personalan, boring lang. So, for today's video, I will tell you 5 important things you shouldn't say or tell the consular officers to avoid denial of visa application. But before that, let us know first, why do Filipinos want to go to the United States? Yeah, why guys? Among 195 countries, why America? Yes, you heard me right. There's a total of 195 countries all over the world. 193 are members of the United Nations and 2 are not. The Holy See, which capital is the Vatican City, and the State of Palestine, which capital is Jerusalem. And of 195 countries in the world, 54 are in Africa, 48 in Asia, 44 in Europe, 33 in Latin America and the Caribbean, 14 in Oceania, and 2 in Northern America. And before you get overwhelmed, I just want you to know that until someone informed me, I know nothing about it. So, okay? So, shout out to one of the smartest person I know. Thank you for the unlimited information and thank you for always watching my vlog. So, okay guys, why is it that despite of the hassles, the difficulties that we experience with the US tourist visa application, many Filipinos are still hoping to go to the United States? Well, the United States is often portrayed as the land of opportunities in third world countries. When people hear of America, they picture wealth, freedom, opportunities. This is amplified in the Philippines. Philippines is a country which produces a lot of migrant workers. Many goes to the United States to work as nurses, domestic helpers, or as skilled workers in a firm. Obviously, they earn higher income than their families back home, and as such, those left in the Philippines are led to a belief that by being in the United States, people are rich and life is easier. Of course, they fail to recognize that people in America are also struggling from the same financial issues like bills, taxes, budgeting. But it is undeniable that the US dollar does look tempting for any third world residents. The United States also used to be our colonial leader. For most, they want to visit the United States to experience the American culture, America in general. Colonial mentality also applies. By being a former American colony, some find pride in being a former American territory and some show love for America, despite not being American themselves. Okay, if you were to ask a random Filipino the question, do you like the United States? You can be assured that the majority will say yes. So, for today's video, let's make that dream come true. To step foot in American soil and experience American culture. But before that, of course, you have to pass the visa interview. And there are things that you should not say to the consular officers to avoid denial of your visa application. Disclaimer guys, all helpful tips are only based from my personal experience and as well as from the lessons I learned from friends who previously applied for a tourist visa. So, are you ready? Number 1, do not say you have a girlfriend or boyfriend or you are married to an American. You know what guys? This is the frequently asked question I received. And for 1,000 times, again, do not say that you have a boyfriend or girlfriend in the United States. If you are going to inform the consular officers that you are going to the United States to visit your boyfriend or girlfriend, or if your sponsor is your boyfriend or girlfriend, good luck. Because the US government want to make sure that you don't use a temporary visa to enter the country if you're planning on staying permanently. B1, B2 means temporary visitor. Traveling to the United States while having a boyfriend, girlfriend, or even engaged is possible. But it is important to understand the rules. Misrepresenting your situation could cause you serious problem later. So, to avoid confusion regarding this matter, please check my video about getting married while on tourist visa. This video will help you avoid getting yourself into trouble, trust me. And for more videos like this, please don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I post new videos. Thank you! Okay, another to avoid. Do not say you are a former overseas Filipino workers. Why, wait! But before you give me any violent reaction, let me finish, okay? Do not say you are a former OFW if, capital IF, if you left the country as tourist and then you end up applying for a job in countries like Thailand and Dubai. The consular officers are aware that some Filipinos have left the country using short-term visas and end up working. We can't help it eh. First of all, Filipinos are hardworking and foreign employers prefer to hire Filipinos due to our desirable work ethics. But the consular officers won't tolerate such excuses. So when saying that you are a former OFW, prepare for the follow-up questions because the consular officers for sure will scrutinize you regarding your previous job overseas. Like, how you get there? Did you leave the country as a Filipino contract worker or a tourist? Those are examples of the follow-up questions. Always understand the question before giving an answer. Learn to play on the safe side so you don't get hurt. Wait a minute. Why it sounds like a song by Kelly Clarkson? Again. Let me say it properly. Okay. Learn to play on the safe side so you don't get hurt. It really sounds like a song, okay? Let me sing. Let me sing. Learn to play on the safe side so you don't get hurt. Is it right? I can play. Learn to play on the safe side so you don't get hurt. Learn to play on the safe side so you don't get hurt. That's it. I get it. Alright, try your version. Please, try your version. Go. Wait, guys, wait a minute. Because it seems like I can't really get it right. I hired someone to sing it for you. Okay.
Learn to play on the safe side so you don't get hurt.
That's it. I sound like that. Well, okay, next. Learn to play on the safe side so you don't get hurt. That's it. I get it. Okay. You know what, guys? I have a friend. She was only asked 3 questions by the consular officer. One is, have you been to other countries? She said, yes, sir. I've been to Dubai. I worked there for 2 years. You know what? She told me. As soon as the consular officer heard that, he stopped looking at her other documents and asked the second question. How did you find your job in Dubai? My friend replied, I applied there, sir. Then the third question, were you on a visa? Then my friend said, yes, sir. I visited my sister. Then, you know what, guys? The consular officer told her, sorry, you're not qualified. Just like that. So, be extra careful, okay? Especially on giving information. Okay, next. Do not say you are separated. Do not inform the consular officer that you are currently separated from your husband or wife. Actually, guys, I received a lot of queries regarding this. Consider yourself married, especially if you are not legally separated. Use it to your advantage because the consular officers want to know if you are leaving someone behind to whom you are committed and you will have to go back. Having a spouse or children that are not traveling with you is actually considered as strong ties. Now, if you are going to say that you are separated, that can be a red flag. The consular officer might assume that you are meeting someone in the United States and you are not coming back. Another one, do not say you are a vendor. Guys, I am not trying to belittle or underestimating this kind of job because this is a legit job and I believe a job is a job as long as you are getting paid in a decent way, that's okay. But applying a tourist visa with this kind of job description won't help you. Remember, some of the consular officers are mata pobre, especially the Koreans and the Chinese. Oh my God! Instead of using the word vendor, say you are a businessman or businesswoman. Take note that you must prove that you are going there for tourism, meaning you have established a stable source of income to finance your trip. They need to know that you have enough cash during the duration of your trip so you won't end up violating your visa category by applying jobs without working permit. That's clear, okay? Next, do not say you are volunteering to look after your relatives or their children. Guys, when applying for a tourist visa, never mention about looking after your nephews, your nieces when you get there, or your sister's pregnant and about to give birth and that's why you need to go there to help her, or you're planning to take good care of your grandmother or grandfather who are sick. Even though you will emphasize that it is just temporarily, hello, these are red flags. A tourist visa is strictly for tourism purposes. Engaging in any kind of remuneration activity without proper work visa is considered illegal. Now, for sure, a lot of you will say, but it is not work. I'm doing this out of debt of gratitude. I'm just returning the favor, blah, blah, blah. Yes, for us Filipinos, no problem because that's part of our culture. It is normal for us to extend help to our family, especially those elderly who needs help. But you have to understand that there are other countries that when you say volunteering and work away, are technically considered work. You may not be paid for your service, but definitely you will be compensated by other means like free accommodation, free food, etc. Receiving anything in exchange of work and time is considered remuneration. And shout out to vloggers and digital nomads out there. Visa and immigration officers may not know about digital nomad lifestyle, but these are still in the gray area and have serious tax obligations. So, if you are a vlogger or digital nomad, if asked, just say that you are going there to explore and see the country. Again, it is important to remember that the B1, B2 visa is intended for temporary, occasional visits for business, tourism, or medical treatment. It's not meant to be used for living long-term in the US or spending the majority of your time in the country. However, in March 2023, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services announced that those with B1 or B2 visas can apply for jobs in the U.S. and attend interviews. But this is so tricky. My advice, get the visa first and have your plan B afterwards. Okay, there you have it guys, the 5 things you should not say to the consular officers during the US tourist visa interview. For questions and clarifications, please don't hesitate to comment down below or message me in my Instagram account, I am Lady Sarcy, or to my Facebook page, Lady Sarcy Sarcy. Thank you so much for watching. Keep safe everyone. I love you.